Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in the grand community. Good evening to every member of Ardent Believers platform. I am sending my greetings this evening to my numerous members that have been asking of me that they didn't hear from me. By the special grace of God, I am okay. Though I had a little fever for some times, but by the special grace of God I am okay now. And I want to thank those that have made out time to call me or send messages to me. I thank you all and God bless you. Yes, this evening I want to talk, I want to touch a number of things. I think there are about three. I want to speak on Theo's arrest. I want to talk on the controversial clause on the MOU that states that if that Theo said in the MOU that if he's not able to get a grant to the NGOs, he should not be held responsible. Then the last thing is on disbursement. First, the arrest of Theophilus, as speculated by some people, is not something that one should be discussing on air, because if something has been handed over to the law, we should all be silent. I am pleading with everybody here to be silent about it, and especially the AGPGN. Please, I want to plead with you guys to be silent over Theo's arrest. The law will take its course. The law will take its course. By the special grace of God, we have a government in place that is reliable, that one can beat his or her chest on. So on his arrest, because my brother called me this morning and told me that he heard that Theo was arrested and released immediately yesterday. I said, well, I don't know if he has been released, but as far as I'm concerned, I witnessed his arrest. It's something I know about. So there's nothing that happened yesterday before I slept up to the time the AGPJ had their meeting that I didn't know. Theo was arrested. That's all I know till now. Anybody that says Theo has been released should come out and tell the world and show Theo where he is now. Theo is behind bars, and he will be there until we are done with him. That is that about that. Then, on the controversial issue of that clause on the MOU, yes, there is a clause really on the MOU that states that if a grant handler is not able to secure the grant for the NGOs, that he or she should not be held responsible. Yes, that is the standard of every grant. Go and peruse, go and find out. That is the standard of every grant, that when a grant handler is not, at the end of the day, not able to get you a grant as a subscriber, you cannot hold him responsible. But on a grant, it has a clause. Grants are supposed to be free. All grants are supposed to be free. So as a subscriber, it is assumed that you did not pay a dime to subscribe to a grant. And so when such grant at the end of the day turned down and it is not gotten for you, you cannot complain to the grant handler. You cannot hold the grant handler responsible for not securing the grant for you because you didn't pay anything. But Theo's case is different. Theo has collected millions upon millions upon millions upon millions from Nigerians, and so it is no longer that clause has been bastardized. He has bastardized it. That clause can no longer work with it. Since he has collected money, because a grant, he's as a grant handler, he is not supposed to collect money. But since he has collected money, that clause can no longer work for him. The law will interpret it when the time comes. That clause, because that's what he is capitalizing on, that clause can no longer support him. His actions have defiled that law. If I may use that, if I may be permitted to use that word, that clause, that if he's not able to get the grant, which is supposed to be free, but he collected money, if he's not able to get it, he is answerable. He must return those money he collected. If he is not able to get the grant that he collected money for, he must refund the money he collected. That clause can only support him if he didn't take a dime from anybody. You can take this to the market and buy suya with it, any market, for free. Take what I've just told you now to the market, you buy suya with it for free. If Theo didn't collect money, that's when he cannot be held responsible. But since he has collected money, even if he collects 1,000 naira, Theo is owing the subscribers that grant because he has collected money. Grants are supposed to be free. Since he decided not to make his own free, people paid. That is, it has, when you pay, it has become business. I give you to use it to pursue it, then you give it to me back. You compulsorily, you must bring the grant for the people. So for those of us that are confused about that clause, the clause can no longer work in support of Theophilus. You can take this to the market, I told you, and buy anything with it for free. That clause can no longer work for him, that if he's not able to secure grant, he should not be held responsible. That one can no longer work for him, because he didn't promise us grant for free. He took money from us. He took millions upon millions from Nigerians for the grant. That is that about that. Yes, on disbursement, a lot of us are expectant. This week. I am not saying disbursement cannot happen this week. Please get it right. Admin Moses is not saying disbursement cannot happen this week. But by my own calculation, my personal calculation, if the president that we are expecting is not yet in the country till now, because the news said this afternoon that the president has left Paris for London for a private visit, and I know the president's daughter or family are there. So we are not even sure that he will return tomorrow, which is Monday. Maybe if he will be returning, because he want to come home for Salah, if he will be returning, he may return on Tuesday. So if he returns home on Tuesday and Salah is Wednesday, Thursday, is it only Friday that the inauguration will be done, the handing over of everything will be done to Ken, and he will start disbursement? So this is the calculation I had that made me to come up with the conclusion that disbursement may not be feasible, because there's nothing God cannot do. May not be feasible this week, but by the special grace of God, nothing is stopping disbursement after this week. Of course, I'm not ruling it out. Anything can happen. The president has his jet. He can decide to jet in this night. Nothing is impossible, but by my own calculation, I don't see it happening this week again. Personally, especially to the people of my platform, I am sorry for any inconvenience that this might cause some people, because I did announce it the other time that by the special grace of God, this week will be disbursement. It is the same me that is coming up now that it may not be. It may. I'm not saying, I'm not ruling it out, but it may not be possible. this week again. So that is that about that. Thank you all for giving me your time, and God bless you. Have a pleasant night rest. This is Admin Moses.